Just a few more breaths. Maybe set an intention for your practice today. And laying on your front, you can really feel the movement in your ribs and your lungs. So really fill it up. Take one more breath here, one more deep breath in. Side out, releasing the hands behind your head. And your forehead's on the mat. Keep your toes down. As you inhale, lift your chest. Keep your belly pressing into the mat. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Make sure your toes are staying down. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Start to build a little bit of heat right away. And lower. Last two, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands under your shoulders and come up to a knee down plank. I'm going to have you swing your right foot to the side. And we're going to come to a modified side plank. So your right arm, your right knee, and your right toes are all in one line. And bring your left arm towards the sky. So your right leg is sort of like a kickstand. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. And exhale, bring the arm over the ear line and reach. And we'll flow like that. Inhale, reach the arm to the sky. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Last one, inhale, reach. And exhale. All right, coming back to knee down plank. Bring your left foot to the side and line it up on the other side. Left shoulder over wrist. Left shoulder, left knee, and right toes in line. Inhale here. Exhale up over the earline. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale over the earline. Really reach. Lengthen through the side body. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale, and exhale. All right, it's coming back to, actually coming into a first tabletop. Line up your joints, drop your head, and just move through the hips side to side or around in a circle. Anything that feels good here. Just let your head fall heavy and your eyes are soft. Your jaw is relaxed. And then go ahead and come back into an aligned tabletop, and we'll go through some just normal cats and cows, and then we're going to move into more of a wave action. So as you inhale, drop your belly, bring your chest lifted, chin up, tailbone to the sky, and then exhale as you round the back, chin to chest. So take the breath slow, take the movement slow. Let's get a little depth here. Inhale, open up through the heart. Soft seal the lips. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, open up. Two more like this. Exhale, round. Last one like this. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. All right, a little different this time. Inhale, open up just like we did in cow. As you round this time, bring your hips to your heels. So you're going to press back. And pressing in, gripping the floor with your fingers, press into your forearms and pull yourself forward into cow again. And then round the back, hips to heels. Press into the hands and the forearms. Inhale, peel forward. Exhale, round, hips to heels. 2 more. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, round, hips to heels. And then back into a neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Walk your hands to your knees. So you're sitting on your heels. You don't have to have all your weight on your heels. Extend the arms open. And then bring your fingertips to the tips of your shoulders. And with your breath, you're going to inhale as you do a circle. Exhale. So we'll go in one direction to start. Just make sure you're breathing on the ups. Slope and exhaling as you come back down. 2 more. And then let's switch directions. I know your toes are uncomfortable. And then release the hands. Come off of your toes. Lift your heels and your feet, point and flex. And as you're doing that, you can start to do a little bit of wrists, fingertips towards you. So pressing into the heels of your hands. You guys know this one. Back and forth. And then bend your elbows and just hold that position on your fingers. And then just briefly on the tops of your hands. And roll out the wrists. All right, so coming back into tabletop with your toes tucked. Lift your knees off the mat. So we're going to do that little wave, but in this position. All right. So as you inhale, open through your chest. As you exhale, round the back and float all the way through. So it's a little wave, all the way back. Inhaling and exhaling. Starting to find a little bit of movement because our next pose is down dog. So when you're ready, come into down dog, pedal it out. The wider the stance, the more movement you can get through your shoulders and your hips. Let the head fall heavy. Broaden through your collarbone, draw the shoulders away from your ears. And then when you're ready, just come to stillness here, pushing the floor away. The goal of having equal weight on the hands and the feet. And then just come up to the top of the mat, however you want for ragdoll. And once you get there, connect torso to thigh bone, shake your head out. Letting the shoulders fall heavy. And then any variation here, guys, you can grab opposite elbows, maybe a little bit of traction. The hands behind the head. And always feel free to keep your knees bent a good bit, especially if your hamstrings or lower back are tight. Rock from heels to toes, just a little bit, not so you fall over. And then root down, find the 4 corners of each foot. And just let the weighted upper body do the work here. Sway, that feels good. And come back to center. Just let the hands fall to the mat. Let's do a little twist here. So bring your left hand in the center. It's above your toes, but in the center of your feet. And then bend the left knee more than the right. The inhale breath, bring the right arm high. And let's roll out the entire arm here. And then open through the right shoulder. Lean back. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. All right, so the right hand's in the center of your stance, right knee's bent. Inhale, left arm high, and roll it out. And open. Lean back, open the left shoulder, slide it away from the ear. Inhale, and exhale, fold forward. Bring your feet either underneath your hip bones or toes to touch, your choice. Soften the knees and slowly come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, arms overhead. Inhale. As you exhale, drop the left hand and lift and open through the right side body. Reach the fingertips. Navel to spine, a little more length from that hip bone to your lower ribs on the right side. Come back up, inhale, lengthen both sides. Right hand down and open the left side body. Navel to spine, so you shouldn't feel this in the lower back. Find the length in the left side body. And then we'll just flow here. So come back up, inhale. Exhale, drop the left hand, open to the side. Float it back up, inhale. Drop the right hand and float it to the side. Come back up, inhale. This time, cactus the arms, just the upper back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hearts opening towards the sky. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, soft bend in the knees. Swan dive, forward fold. Bring your fingertips to your shins. Lift your chest. Lengthen. Inhale. One more time, standing Sane. Exhale, fold. Flip the palms, rise up. Inhale. Drop the left hand, open to the left. Inhale, reach up. Drop the right hand, open to the right. Inhale, reach up. Cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. And just pause there, make sure you're aligned. Your shoulders are over your wrists, your navel's drawn in, legs are strong. Bring your knees to the mat, bring your hips to your heels. Spread your fingers nice and wide and press into your palms. Round the back, start to come up, that wave action, round the back, and then back into downward facing dog. Just do that a couple times. Inhale to your toes. Exhale to plank, super strong. Inhale, dot the knees on the floor. Exhale, press back, hips to heels, armpits to the floor. Inhale, round the back, pull yourself back through tabletop, and then to down dog. Inhale to your toes. Exhale to plank. Inhale, knees to floor. Exhale, press the floor away. Inhale, round it back up. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop your head and fold. Inhale all the way up. Last set of side bends here. Left hand down, open your right arm to the side. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Cactus the arms. Keep this in the upper back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Always know you can have blocks here in the fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, high plank. You can do any version of vinyasa you want. You can come to your knees and do chaturanga if you're feeling it. I'm going to do the modification that I showed you. I'm going to come to my knees, hips to heels, round the back, come back through, down dog. So just know that you can come to any variation that you're feeling this morning. All right, go ahead and inhale the right leg high. Come to the tippy toes of your left foot. Hug the right knee to your nose. So you're just creating space here. And then step the foot on the inside of the right thumb. Always feel free to use your right hand to draw your knee up further. Just double check your alignment. Your feet have their own lanes. And your right knee is stacked over your right ankle. From here, we're just going to rock back and forth. Just make sure you don't rock past knee over ankle. Rock back and forth, a little organic movement here. Back and forth, straightening through the right leg, getting a little blood moving. 2 more. And then go ahead and come into pyramid. You can shorten up the stance by bringing the left foot forward. And you're folding over the right leg. Pull your right hip bone back and your left forward. And fold. So alignment wise, you're trying to get a flat back. So if you put your left hand on your back, if it's not flat, try to move your hips so it is. So you'll find that the right one has to go back. All right, step it back to low lunge again. Drop your left knee on the floor and stay pressing into your toes. Navel to spine, bring your arms up. All right, so anytime the lower back doesn't love this, just shift the hip points back slightly. All right, bring your arms up and around, clasp the hands behind the back. Draw your knuckles to the mat first, so you're dropping the shoulders away from the ears, and then lift. Nice neutral neck. You can press into the left leg as long as you don't feel it in the lower back. And go ahead and release the hands on both sides of your right foot. Half Hanuman, so straighten the right leg. All right, and to start, just point and flex that foot. Alignment-wise, drag your right heel towards you. That'll square up your hips. Inhale as you lift your sternum. Exhale, fold forward. It is super windy outside my door. All right, so a little bit of variation here. As you inhale, lift your chest again. Then bring your left hand on the outside of your right calf. This is more into the IT band. Lift the chest and then fold. So you'll feel the stretch from your right hip bone on your right side of your leg to your knee. Especially if it's tight. All right, come back to center, shift the hips forward, back into crescent moon. Bring the arms up. This time we'll do a little twist. Arms are up, bring the hands to your heart. Lengthen forward. Left elbow on the outside of the right thigh, and then lengthen one more time. When I say lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of your head, give yourself space to then twist. Your right shoulder is away from your ear. Keep breathing here. It's hard to breathe when you're twisting. Bring your hands back to your heart center. Back on either side of your right foot. You're going to walk it around. Wide leg forward fold. So in a wide leg forward fold, you want to make sure your feet are parallel. Blocks are fine if your floor is far away. So anytime the floor seems far away, grab a block. So we'll just fold on this first one. You can walk the hands underneath your legs, Shift from heels to toes. Shake your head yes and no. So more of a rag doll this first time through. Two more breaths here. Then walk the hands under the shoulders and we'll work the hamstrings a little more. Skandasana. Bend the right knee, come onto the left heel. All right, knee injuries, you're gonna stay up high. I'm gonna stay up high today. You still will feel plenty of stretch in your hamstring, especially if you curl the left toes up toward you. If your knee is okay with it, you can come all the way down to the mat. My knee's not okay with it today, so I'm gonna stay up here. So just listen to where you need to be today. And then slowly shift to the other side and hold that. And then however you want, shift it back and forth. You can walk with the hands or maybe bring your hands to your heart. Back and forth. And then we'll meet once you've evened out your sides. Let's meet in Prasarita again. Hands under shoulders, little halfway lift. Inhale, breath. And then walk to the back of your mat. So your left knee is now leading. Plant your hands. Step back to plank. You can go through any vinyasa. I'm dropping my knees. Hips to heels. Round to the back. All the way back to down dog. Couple breaths here in down dog, and then we'll just come back the same way. Inhale the left leg high. Bring the knee to the nose. Tippy toes of the right foot. Step the foot on the inside of the left thumb. And again, help your foot forward. And we'll just, after you check your alignment, then rock back and forth. Again, just don't let the knee come past the left ankle. Back and forth. 5 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come into pyramid. You can shorten up the right leg, bring the right leg forward. Place your hand on your sacrum. Nice and flat, inhale, lengthen, and fold. Two more breaths. Pull up through your left kneecap, that it's a little bit more supportive. Step it back to low lunge. Drop your right knee, half Hanuman. So you're gonna straighten the left leg. Just keep your right hip bone over your right knee, right? Point and flex the left foot. And maybe even drag the left heel toward you, so just so you start with a squared hip position. Inhale, lengthen, and then fold forward. Maybe a lot different on this side. All right, lift the chest again. Walk the right hand on the outside of the left calf. Lengthen and fold. IT band. All right, go ahead and come back to crescent moon. I guess we haven't been to crescent moon on this side. So arms go up, and we'll do the shoulder stretch. To bring the hands behind you, cross the uncomfortable thumb, Draw the knuckles towards the mat, and then lift the arms. Now keep your neck nice and neutral. You can press forward. A little bit more of a groin stretch on the right side. And release the hands back to the mat. And then we'll do the revolved version. So again, bring the arms up. Crescent moon, hands to heart. Lengthen. Bring your right elbow to the outer left thigh and lengthen again. And twist. Breathe. Bring the hands back to your center and then walk it around. And Prasarita, forward fold. So just fold here, maybe grab the outsides of your feet or your big toes. Some aggressive elk up in this neighborhood this week. All right, on this side, we're gonna add in a little twist. So put the hands under the shoulders, lift the chest, walk your hands to your left foot. You're gonna grab your left foot with your right hand, and then inhale, twisting the left arm towards the sky. Okay. You can use your bicep to twist a little bit more, so your right bicep to spin. You can keep your left hand to the sky, or bring it to your sacrum, or your right hip crease. Release the left arm back to the sky, inhale breath, back to center and fold. All right, let's twist on the other side. Inhale halfway, walk it around, left hand grabs the right ankle. Inhale, right arm high. So you're pulling with your left arm to rotate the left ribs around. And then if you found the bind or the sacrum, right hand, it just gives you a little opening in the other shoulder, the right shoulder this side. Release the right arm and back to your fold. Halfway lift. Let's walk the hands this time out to down dog hands. So keep the feet in Prasarita. Set your hands in down dog and then press the weight back into your heels. Broaden your collarbone. And then go ahead and walk the hands back under the shoulders, halfway lift, and we'll come back to the front of the mat. Step the feet back to plank. You can go through your vinyasa, knees to mat, hips to heels, round back through tabletop to downward facing dog. Couple breaths here. All right, so inhale the right leg high. Bring the knee all the way through and step the foot on the inside of the right thumb. Left hand is planted. Inhale the right arm high. Bring the right hand back down. Drop your left knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Soften through the shoulders. Lengthen from the low hip bone to the low ribs. Bring your hands on either side of your right foot. And we're going to come forward to standing splits. So root down through the four corners of your right foot and lift the left leg. This is a great place for a block under your hands. And always keep this little micro bend in your right knee. Dial the left pinky toe down so that keeps this hip square. And we're going to do a little core work here. So again, make sure the right knee softly bent. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring your left knee to your nose. So you'll bend the right knee even more. Hug it in, use your core. 2 more. Inhale, press the leg back, standing splits, knee to nose. Last one, inhale, knee to nose. Now hold it here, challenging your balance. We're gonna come up to one leg Tadasana. Root down through the 4 corners of your right foot. The left leg comes up. Don't worry if you fall, just meet us where we are. So this version, the left thigh bone is parallel to the ground and you're flexing your left foot. We're going to move into figure 4. Bring your left ankle on the outside of your right thigh and bring your hands to your heart. You might need to make some adjustments here. Sink into the hips, hands to the heart. So when your knee is at this 90-degree angle, make sure that your foot is also flexed. Find a focal point. We're going to come back up to one leg Tadasana. Inhale, back up. From here, we're going to come to full airplane. So nice and slow, like you're moving through molasses. The arms go back, squeeze the shoulder blades. The left pinky toe drops down. Lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. And again, like you're moving through molasses, back to low lunge. So start to bend the right knee, fingertips to the floor. From here, plant the hands. I'm challenging you guys today. Keep your right foot rooted again, but you're gonna bring your left knee to your nose. Hug it in, and we're gonna do 3 of those. Knee to nose. Knee to nose. All right, from low lunge again, step the feet at the top of your mat. Fingertips to the shins. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop your head and fold. Utkatasana, so your hands are on the floor. Bend the knees, sit back in your air chair, and bring the arms up. From here, we're going to come to full forward fold. So inhale here, exhale, forward fold. 2 more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Come all the way up. Inhale, mountain pose. Hands to heart. Samasahiti. Couple breaths. Mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Find your breath. Inhale halfway. Plant your hands in your Vinyasa, high plank. Knees to the floor, hips to heels. Round the back. Adho Mukha, downward dog. Couple breaths. Inhale the left leg high, all the way through to low lunge. All right, find your alignment. Right hand planted, left arm high, twist. So the arms are at 12 and 6 o'clock. And be super strong through your right leg here, right? Bring the left hand back down, low lunge. Drop the right knee, crescent moon. Inhale. Press through the hips, lift up, lengthening. Hands on either side of the left foot. Find the four corners. Come off into standing splits. Left knee micro bent. Right pinky toes dialed down. Again, flat back. Holding over the left leg. Left knees a little bit bent. Stay here on the inhale, and on the exhale, right knee to your nose. Now make sure you bend the left knee too. Two more. Inhale, press. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, press. Knee to nose. All right, hold it knee to nose. Look at your left foot. Root down. Find a drishti. All the way up you go. One leg, Tadasana. Your right thigh bone is parallel to the ground or the ceiling. Figure four, right ankle on the outside of your thigh. Hands come to heart, sink in. You can move your left foot up a little. Flexing the right foot. Hold that focal point. Back up you go, inhale, one leg Tadasana. And then like you're moving through molasses, airplane. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest. If you flex the right foot or heel, you'll get a little more length, a little more height. And then float it back, low lunge. All right, planting your hands, root down through the left foot again. We're gonna bring the right knee to the nose. So inhale here, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Last one, inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Back to low lunge. Bring both feet together, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale your breath and fold. Sink the hips way down. Chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. All the way up to stand. Inhale, arms go up. Hands to heart. Couple breaths. We're going to go through that flow one more time, you guys. A little bit more fluid. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. High plank. Knees down, hips to heels. All the way through to low lunge. I'm sorry, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Right leg all the way through to low lunge. I was a little ahead of myself. Left hand planted, inhale, right arm goes high. And come back to low lunge, exhale. Drop your left knee. Inhale, crescent moon. This time, cactus the arms, open your chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bring the hands on either side of your right foot, inhale. And as you exhale, standing splits. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. Two more. Inhale, standing split. Knee to nose. Last one, inhale. Knee to nose. Hold it here. Drishti, one leg Tadasana. Inhale. Breathe. Set up figure four and bring your hands to your heart. Sink maybe a little bit deeper this time. In 5, we'll come back up to stand, or one leg Tadasana. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. To full airplane. Seriously, move really slow here. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Keep the right knee a little bit bent. Chest is lifted. Foot is flexed. Step it back. Low lunge. Plant the hands on the floor. Inhale. Knee to nose for 3. Inhale back to low lunge. Knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale. Back to low lunge. Bring both feet together at the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. All the way up. Inhale. Hands to heart. All right. Last side. Coming up. All right. Inhale. All the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Plant your hands. High plank. Knees to the floor. Hips to heels. Round it through. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. All the way through, low lunge. Right hand planted. Inhale, left arm goes high. Exhale, left hand back down. Right knee to the mat. Inhale, crescent moon. All right, this time cactus the arms, open the chest and heart, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bring the hands on either side of the left foot. Inhale. Exhale to standing splits. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. Don't forget to bend the left knee too. 2 more. Inhale, press. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, press. Knee to nose and hold. Find your focal point. Come on up. One leg Tadasana. Figure 4. Maybe a little deeper. Last one here. In 3, we come back to one leg Tadasana. 2 and 1. Inhale. Airplane. Slow and controlled. Lift the chest, squeeze the shoulders, lift the right leg. Float it back. Low lunge. Press through the fingertips of the hands. Inhale, knee to nose. Right knee to nose. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, knee to nose. Low lunge, knee to nose. All right, stay in low lunge. Bring both feet together. Top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, deep into the hips. Exhale, fold. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Hold it right here. Let's widen up your stance. Grab your toes with your peace fingers and pull down into a little bit of deeper forward fold. Release the hands, step back to plank, knees to the floor, hips to heels, and let's just pause here, hips to heels, so you can untuck the toes. So an extended Child's pose. Few breaths. Go ahead and come up to a position where you're standing on your knees. We're going to come into camel here. So make sure that your knees are right underneath your hip bones, okay? And then we'll go one arm at a time. Bring your left arm up and back, put it into your back pocket, right arm up and back pocket, shoulders back and down. From here, navel drawn to your spine. Lengthen up and then start to come back. All right, so just where you don't want to collapse, you're squeezing the shoulder blades together, you can press your thigh bones forward and maybe let the head fall. And slowly come back up. If you get a head rush, just look down at the floor for a moment. Let's do one more. This time, you can grab your heels if you want, okay? All right, same setup. Left arm up and back into your pocket. Right arm up and back into your pocket. Lengthen, navel to spine, so make sure you've got that core engaged before you start to come back. You can stay there, or grab the heels. But if you grab the heels, don't collapse. Keep pressing the hip bones forward. And then slowly come back up. This time bring the hips, this time bring your knees together and bring the hips to the heels, the arms to the sides. It's a nice release for the lower back. Just let your shoulders, your arms fall heavy. And then bringing your hands out in front of you, go ahead and come all the way onto your back. Let's go ahead and keep your knees up to the sky, feet as wide as the mat, and we'll do windshield wipers. Cactus the arms out. So your feet are as wide as the mat. As you come through the center, find your lower back pressing into the mat. Back and forth. And then when the knees come back to the sky, just hang out there with the knees together, feet still wide. One knee at a time, bring the knees into your chest. Circle out the lower back. And then maybe switch directions. Coming back to center, extend the left leg all the way out to your mat. Both hands on the right knee. And come into wind removing pose first, so flex both feet. Draw your right knee towards your right armpit and hug in. Inhale. And as you exhale, use the left hand to draw the knee up over the body. So you're still cactus the right arm. Gaze towards the right hand. Left hand can either stay assisting the twist a little bit on your right thigh, or you can bring it cactused out too if that doesn't feel good. And you can always rest your knee on something, block, books, pillow. So bring your attention to your breath. It's hard to breathe when you're twisting, right? So you really have to find that pathway. Three more breaths. And then bringing your right knee first. And then the left knee back up into the chest. Roll the spine again. Just big circles. Switch directions. And back to center. Extend the right leg out. Flex both feet. Grab your left knee, draw it up towards your left armpit, so your thigh bone's on the outside of the ribs, big hug. And then use the right hand to draw the knee up over. Try to keep the left shoulder on the mat. And again, focus your attention on your breath. Sometimes when we get in these twisted positions, the breath just goes away. Find it again. Three more breaths. Knee first, then the right knee, hug the knees in, rock from side to side. I want to do a figure four stretch. So bring the feet to the mat again, knees to the sky. So just like we did in the standing pose, right ankle clears the left thigh, and then press your right knee towards the front of your room. Thread the right hand through. And either grab your left knee or your left thigh as you pull forward. Just make sure your neck is relaxed, your head's down. And from here, if you have your left shin, grab underneath your left thigh and straighten your left leg. Release back into your ball. And then we'll do the other side. Left foot, right? Flex the foot, press your left knee towards the front of the room, and then thread the left hand underneath. Again, you can grab the shin or the thigh. Relax your head. If you have a hold of your shin, grab underneath your thigh, straighten your leg to the sky, and keep pulling towards you. releasing knees into chest. Extend both legs up your imaginary wall. Palms down by your hips. You can stay right there. Yeah, let's just stay right there. From here, we're going to come into dead bug. So grab the insides of the feet. Pull the thigh bones on the outsides of the ribs. Feeling each vertebrae press into the mat. Guys, or if there's another pose you want to do, please do that. Otherwise, it's neat. Then your final asana, Shavasana. I've been finding the knees together, feet wide pose. It's feels good on lower backs. But whatever you pick, as always, just make it a pose that you can be still in. One more big breath here, big body scan, filling up your lungs all the way to the top, and then sigh it out. Yeah, and then come onto your side body for a moment. Rest your head on your shoulder. Do a little inventory here. How are you feeling? And then when you're ready, guys, go ahead and come up to a seat. And we'll seal in our practice. So bringing your hands to your heart space. Always truly grateful for this group of dedicated, consistent yogis. Bringing your thumbs to your third eye, your internal gaze up. May there be peace in your minds and peace in your hearts. Namaste.